Hello, everybody. I'm yesterday I've worked with Joker again for the first time in quite a while. I still have to go through a couple of stages where I explain you guys about how I go from being on the ground to up above them, which is work that I do in the cattle yards. And I find it very important to show you how I usually work with breakers. But then Joker is a little bit special because he's my own horse. And go up with me. I'll just get a little bit of forward movement out of him. I'm just quickly going to work on a couple of cues from the ground that I'm going to use in a second being on him. Oh, good boy. And hip movement. So forward, face, hip. And then we're going to work on shoulder. Shoulder. Good boy. And then on forward again. Walk on. Walk on. Good boy. Walk on. Good boy. So here he learns to listen to my cues, even though I'm next to him in the position of a rider. Very good. Walk on. Good boy. And I'll see if he's going to be as quiet as I think he should be. Good boy. I'm going to pull him around. Ooh, good boy. Face, super soft. Hip. A little bit more hip without him walking forward. Here's the hip. And then I'm going to ask for the shoulder. Perfect. Awesome body movements. Now what I may do is I'll get rid of my whip because that makes him a little bit more forward and I kind of want him to. Just want to get a couple of walk-ons where he understands he has to walk out. Walk on. Good boy. Walk on. Good boy. Walk on. Walk on. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. That's really important, and that's one of the most important cues I have figured out to teach my horses from the ground. Because I always struggled. You know, I got them all quiet, did all the groundwork with them, got the hip control, got the shoulder control, and then I got on them, and I asked them to move out, and they're like, what? They just didn't understand it, and I didn't really understand how to teach them. So usually the forward out, either in the beginning, I would have a second person on the ground, helping to kick the horse forward, or I would have to kick accordingly. And unfortunately, quite often, that would result in either horse taking it back, or a huge leap forward, or taking off, or I mean, not that bad, but it was still fine. But it would create this little bit of anxiety. Good boy. It would create this little bit of anxiety. Shoulder. Good boy. And I just felt the whole time I thought about how can I get my young horses to get over this spot. It's always the same spot. And they always just struggle to understand the cue. Walk on. To just walk out in a straight line and be happy with it. Good boy. I'm going to stop. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so now as I said, no. Good boy.